Please don't try what you're about to see at home.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
In this souped-up series of Mythbusters,
there's so many things that could go wrong right now.
the team is taking it to the test track
If I knew what was going to happen, we wouldn't be doing the test.
to tackle everything from fuel economy
Your results may differ.
to stunts
Get out, get out, get out!
and speed.
Let's drive!
Wow!
They're throwing it in reverse, slamming the brakes, and driving downright dangerously
I'm gone in a puff of smoke.
so you don't have to. Get ready to uncover the truth about automotive legends and myths. Buckle up for Motor MythBusters Test Track.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
In this program, the team is preparing for liftoff
This one's gonna work.
with 3 gravity-defying myths.
There we go.
Can a rocket-propelled automobile traveling at 350 miles an hour take flight?
What happened? Going hot.
Is Hollywood telling us the truth?
Commence fire.
Will the car really blast off if you shoot the gas tank?
Many hands make light work.
And first, Adam and Jamie are testing an epic viral video stunt
I think we're going to get airborne.
to launch a car come hovercraft.
What do you got?
Well, it looks like we've got a bunch of fire hoses pointed down, and they're lifting a car off the ground.
That is friggin' perfect for us.
It looks pretty convincing. What do you think?
No idea. Here, play it again.
You know, if this is real and we can actually pull this off, it's going to be awesome.
I totally agree, but man, it could also be deadly.
It could also be a con job. That car might just be a plastic shell. But the only way to find out is to try it ourselves. That means building a platform, sweet-talking some firemen, and buying a full-weight has-been hatchback.
This is what it is to be a Mythbuster. You see this car behind me and you think, it's some classified ad piece of crap. I see a flying water jet car.
Adam's itching for their first car liftoff. But Jamie wants to check under the hood.
This car weighs, according to the sticker, 3,175 pounds. Now, that means that each of those hoses has to put out about 320 pounds of thrust. Personally, I don't think so.
To get a gauge, they're starting with a small-scale test. So Adam's knocked up a 10-nozzle frame with a scale model car.
Oh, it's perfect. Look at that.
Meanwhile, Jamie's lined up a test track at the Pleasanton Fire Training Center.
Given that we're going to be harnessing hundreds or maybe even thousands of horsepower of diesel pump energy and putting that through hoses, this is kind of a dangerous situation that we don't really want to just dive into without preparation. And so we're going to build a scale model, see how well we can control it, see if we can learn anything about it before we start dealing with the big boys.
Okay, this bewildering mix of half-hosed, double-piped, triple-glued multi-valves sure don't look small-scale. Thankfully, Adam's here to explain it.
Right, kiddies, close your eyes and open your brains. Well, actually, keep your eyes open because it's television. I'm going to take you on a little journey. Picture yourself as a droplet of water with a bunch of your friends heading down this 2.5-inch fire hose. Everything's going great. Then all of a sudden, you hit this transition. What is this? Oh, it's starting to have to do with the Mythbusters. So, you and your friends are divided into 2 groups. This group, the left group. Let's go see what they're going on. Left group comes down the manifold and further gets divided into 5 other groups, each one going down a 25-foot garden hose. Those garden hoses lead to the platform where all 10 groups of water droplets, all of you and your friends, are rejoined coming out of these nozzles. And if everything goes well, you'll see this. But we're not exactly sure that's going to happen. There's likely to be problems.
And that's not just a prediction, it's a promise. Retired Fire Chief Bob Calloway runs out the hose and taps into the nearest hydrant. He's pumped, and so are the boys.
We are all plumbed up and ready to go. And what I'm hoping to discover here is information about the flight characteristics of the full-size car when we power it up.
So, Bob, we're all set and ready to go.
Okay, Jamie.
And you got your valve there, huh? So
Right.
what's your signal for more or less?
More is this way.
Less is like
Less
that.
is this way.
Just like a crane, okay.
Right.
Well, I'm going to stand kind of safely off to the side watching the whole thing, and I'll give you your signal more or less, and we'll just kind of ramp on up.
Okay.
Remember the high-pitched squealing means shut everything down. The sound like, like that.
Will do.
Jamie declines a waterproof suit. That's because Adams volunteered to handle the hoses. Bob turns the tap, and there's no turning back. And before you can say, "Pump my ride," this little red car takes off like a little red helicopter.
Dude, look at that! Yeah!
And in scale, that's about right. That's like, what, 20 feet off the ground?
It's totally, these things are pointed every which way, but because they're mostly down, it's really stable.
It seems precise water direction isn't crucial to keeping the car aloft. And that's what they came here to find out. Bolstered by an unshakable belief in his own brilliance, Adam decides to kick it up a notch.
That's maximum.
You know what I'm thinking?
What?
Is that when we go up to full size, see how just a little bit of guidance keeps
Yeah.
it dampened? So all we need are like 4 ropes.
Well, notice there's a guy on every hose in the video. And it doesn't take much. I mean, actually, I can guide it from right like here. Dude, this couldn't be better.
Well, actually, it could.
Whoa! Oh!
Direct hit to the mustache.
I was doing just fine staying dry.
It could not have gone better. We got liftoff, we got stability. It seems like as long as these things are pointed within 15 degrees of down, you get stability. This seems really, really possible.
So it's back to the shop to design their full-scale version.
We don't need something as complex as that. We can have something like MPT pipe fittings to have attachment pipe fitting there, so your hose comes in.
Yeah, I
prefer and then
If that's
a nipple.
PSI.
Yeah, what do we gain and what do we lose?
They need to nail down the most effective mix of hose and pipe sizes, nozzle types, and water pressure. And it's not something the fire department can help them with.
They don't need to know this kind of thing normally. All they need to know is whether they can hold on to the hose well enough to put a fire out. And when you try and button them down to, you know, exactly how many pounds of thrust in this configuration or that, they don't know, and it's not surprising. I mean, as usual, we're using tools and materials in ways for which they were never intended, and this is a classic.
So is this clear?
100%.
Clear as mud, huh?
Yeah.
So Adams knocked up a custom rig that should fit the bill.
This right here is one of the water jets of my completed water jet car lifting platform. I've got 10 of these babies on it. Starts out with a fire hose coupler right here, goes to normal NPT schedule 40, 45, and 90, out to a bell reducer, and a water jet will be squirting out here.
It's a slick piece of plumbing, and every bit as heavy as it looks.
This right here weighs about maybe 400 or 500 pounds, and that means that the whole thing is going to be quite heavy. We're going to have to be able to lift maybe around 4,000 pounds if we get that car off the ground.
And after giving the car a fresh lick of paint, it's back to the test track for liftoff.
All right, looks like we're good to go.
Let's get this show on the road.
Every available fire truck rolls up to the test site. But there's a setback. They've only mustered 6 of the hoped-for 10. Still, there's no lack of manpower.
This is many hands make light work. All right, all we want to do is lift this car over this bar this way.
2 guys on each wheel.
That
Pizza
was
cake.
beautiful.
Adam and Jamie strap down the car with the world's biggest seat belts.
I just had one of those moments. Can't believe we're doing this.
Now to hand things over to the professionals.
Well, it went so smoothly, I'm a little nervous, but yeah, I can't think of anything else we can do except hook it up.
The boys have burst a valve to maximize their chances. In the wash-up, it all depends on how much water they can pump from these few hydrants, pressurized by just 6 trucks.
I'm a little nervous about it because we've only got 6 trucks. The math says we should be able to do it just, but will we?
I'll give you a prediction. I think we're going to get liftoff. Whether it's a nice high liftoff or whether it's a gentle or catastrophic landing, I don't know. But I think we're going to get airborne or waterborne.
Well, it's time to find out. Can a full-size, full-weight car really take flight?
Dude, I can't believe it.
6 diesel engines kind of rumbling. The tension is mounting.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
I'm gonna get in position.
Test number 1 starts with the standard hydrant pressure of 80 psi, which Jamie steadily raises 10 psi at a time.
All right, all pumps up 10 psi. All pumps up 10 more psi.
The car's not flying,
All pumps up 10 more psi.
and the water's a-wasting. So Jamie shuts her down.
All pumps down, completely down.
Okay, we're exceeding the amount of water flow for the system.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, what if we remove a couple of the hoses or just, don't power up with 2 of the hoses?
Okay, why don't we try that? Maybe we'll get the lift still that we need.
Because we need that pressure.
Right, we need the pressure.
With a fixed water supply, cutting 2 hoses will raise the pressure in the remaining 8. It's a question of finding the perfect balance.
Removing a couple of the nozzles, that'll give us hopefully more pressure, less volume, and not put such a demand on the system. And we're also going to make it happen really quickly.
They'll start this test at 100 psi, then lift the pressure bit by bit.
10 more psi.
Once again, they fail to raise the roof or even lift the tires.
What's happening is that we're not getting liftoff.
Okay, all engines down.
What seems to be the reason is we are exceeding the amount of water that the entire city's water system can produce in this location at a specific time.
In test after test,
All pumps 1, 2, 0.
Jamie raises the starting pressure,
All engines 170. Okay, down. Off.
repositions the nozzles,
All engines 120. All engines down.
and cuts the number of hoses.
Now we're running on 6 hoses. We have an even balance of hoses in the 4 corners and 2 in the middle. Hopefully that'll be enough.
But it's not. Try as they might, the hatchback shows no tendency to hover. But Adam might have the answer.
Now, see, the problem is we've got an engine. That's why we're not getting any movement.
Well, let's get the engine out.
All right, let's do it.
In the video, you can't tell what's inside the car and what's not. As far as we know, we're doing what they did.
There it comes.
There's nothing in the video we saw that said that car had an engine. And we got to get liftoff before the end of the day. So we're lightening our load by a few hundred pounds.
Daylight's fading, and this next test is pretty much make or break.
This one's going to work. I hope.
Up on 6.
With 6 engines, 6 hoses,
Come on, baby.
Up, up, up.
and no motor, the car finally takes flight.
Up on 3. Up on 3. Up on 3.
And isn't this a thing of beauty? 15 feet high for a full 45 seconds.
Okay, down, down, down. Cut it. Oh, yeah! Nice landing. The new rocket cars start up a little rough, but once they're airborne, they're beautiful.
It worked. I didn't actually think it was going to happen, but it did. Well, just like the video.
We got it. And I got to say, it was beautiful. It was a moment I didn't want to end. I'd say we've confirmed this one.
Confirmed it is. It was cool, though.
It looked so unlikely. But these guys, whoever they are, seem to know their business. The video is verified.
You know, of course, this makes me want to make a backpack.
Of course it does. Or maybe like a hoverboard.
With one successful liftoff under their belt, the guys are repoing to a different type of test track for a very different launch attempt. Here at the Chabot Marksmanship Range, they're still under the watchful eye of local firefighters.
So, Adam, what are we doing out here with all these guns and this car?
Well, the MythBusters caddy is actually going to help us put a very famous myth to rest, one that is constantly perpetuated by Hollywood, which is, if you shoot a car in its gas tank, will it actually explode?
In countless Hollywood movies, we've seen a well-placed slug explode an auto. Will the caddy be the next one to be blown sky high? The MythBusters know all firearms are dangerous and should only be used responsibly and in a safe environment. So, do not try this at home. To test this myth, Jamie will have to shoot the Cadillac's gas tank.
Commence fire.
There's gas in the tank, and the bullets are definitely hitting it. But there's no explosion. The waiting firefighters look almost disappointed.
Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all right in a row. Oh, yep. You punctured that gas tank quite neatly. And I'll bet you went right through the other side.
Jamie's shots went clear through the tank.
Now, there's one that's right out the bottom there.
Ah, so you're right.
So will shooting a car's gas tank actually set it on fire?
Actually, not like in the movies, it won't explode. You did a really nice cluster there, right through the gas tank. No problem at all.
Went in, came out the other side. Nothing.
No explosion.
There you go.
Commence fire.
Okay, so launching a car sky high by shooting the gas tank is firmly fictional. For their final expedition, the MythBusters team is coming together to tackle the mother of airborne automotive myths. This one comes from a classic urban legend. The story goes that an off-duty airman strapped a jet-assisted takeoff unit to his Impala and rocketed across the desert at 350 miles per hour. But when he hit a bump, his car took to the air and soared for over a mile until a cliff brought his journey to an abrupt end. But did this jet-assisted joyride really achieve liftoff? The MythBusters are joining forces to close the case.
What is the plan? Okay, here it is. We do 2 launches. The first one is the original myth as stated. We get a Chevy Impala, strap a reliable set of rockets to it, light them up, and aim them towards a bump in the road.
And see whether it takes off or not.
Exactly.
And if we don't get that, we up the rocket power and add a ramp.
Well, you know, first off, we need a couple of these things. A couple of Chevy Impalas with remote control. Grant?
Sounds good to me.
We are also going to need a safe place from which to steer them, like a mobile command bunker.
Like a MythBusters tank.
Exactly. This is going to be insane. Yes, it is.
And for Destination Insanity, the first element of this rocket rodeo is the Chevy.
That's good.
Which needs to be stripped bare.
As soon as I walked in, the guy said, "Take a seat." And I said, "Okay."
And then Adam brings out his little friend.
Yeah!
To clear some junk from the trunk and make room for the rocket thrusters.
Now run really fast and push the car.
That are so big, the glass has got to go too.
Wow! What the hell? There we go. That was awesomely difficult.
Difficult, But for the most important element, it's over to Jamie.
We're going to mount 5 2,000-pound thrust rockets on the back of this car, which means I'm going to have to build a really reinforced mounting system. Why? Well, one of our biggest concerns is that a rocket might become detached from the car after ignition, and that effectively means it would become a missile, and we don't want that.
It's a rocket, man.
So to keep everybody safe, we're triangulating this rocket pocket to as many points on the chassis as we can. Hopefully that'll keep everything where it's supposed to be.
That's one rocket car mod complete. And the Impala rolls out of one shop straight into the next.
That is what you call a classic.
Where Dr. RC is waiting to give the patient its treatment.
So our classic car is now ready for the radio control treatment. And that is going to include steering, throttle, brake, emergency kill, and something special to switch it into neutral just after the rocket's fired.
That's what it's got to do. And not only is that a huge task, it also comes with some huge stakes.
Believe me, this project, there's a lot of pressure here. It's got to track perfectly straight. It's got to be rock solid. It's got to stop on a dime if anything goes wrong. But if everything goes right, it's got to keep going no matter what. It's going to be a big job, but I think I'm up to the task.
Safe to say Grant has the control under control. So phase 2, the mobile command bunker, can begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, what I have here is the follow vehicle that Jamie and Adam are going to be driving as they go after the Jato rocket car. What we need to do is build some kind of structure around the cab that will give them maximum protection if something goes wrong.
To do that, we're welding a steel cage all the way around the cab. Then we're attaching polycarbonate blast shields all the way around that. Now imagine Jamie and Adam moving down the desert, radio controlling a rocket car from inside this post-apocalyptic sci-fi looking beast. This is gonna be awesome.
Awesome. 5 tons of steel, kinda awesome. The steel frame is cut.
Am I the only one that has the theme of A-Team going through my head right now?
And welded together. Hoisted into position and attached to the truck.
Is that beefy enough for you?
I think that's going to do it.
I mean, you know, it's your life on the line. You guys are going to be in there driving. So we want to make it as beefy as possible.
Well, thank you.
We don't want you to get hurt, big guy.
Don't touch me.
Sorry.
For the finishing touch, the blast shields are bolted into position on all 3 sides of the cage.
Man, what are we gonna do with this truck when we're done with the experiment?
I think we're ready for the apocalypse.
And with that, the truck bunker is ready to hit the road. Woo! Meanwhile, next door,
Morning, everybody.
Grant has finally finished remote controlling the Impala.
Okay, so this car is ready to go with all of its radio control. But you know what? It hasn't been tested all together as a system yet. So to do that, we need to go somewhere remote, where there aren't a lot of people or things to crash into.
Well, the new Jerusalem runway should fit that bill.
A little foggy this morning.
Yep. Shall we drive a car while standing in a single location?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Sounds like a plan.
That could have gone better.
But this time, there's a twist.
What we've done is we put a camera in this car right where the driver would be, giving us the same view, and we're going to try to drive it via monitor. It's sort of like a virtual reality system.
Yep, and once the motor is running,
We're on.
Excellent.
with only the monitor for reference,
And here we go.
Grant takes the Impala for a spin.
It's moving.
After a ginger start,
Look at that.
it's clear that Grant's years of GTA have paid off.
You line it up on the white line. Oh, hey. Oh, you're trying to miss the camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
And the virtual remote control system is also ahead of the curve.
So that was a successful test. You know, the car starts, that it drives, that it stops, that it steers, kind of. As a bonus, we can switch it into neutral when we have to and kill it if anything goes awry.
That is a very promising systems check.
Yeah, not a bad start.
A few tweaks here and there, and we'll be good to go.
Well, let's head to the desert.
Yep, the team is taking this one to Test Track Mojave for the mother of all experiments.
Well, this is it. I know it looks like I'm standing in the middle of nowhere, but in point of fact, I'm standing on the Cuddyback Dry Lake bed in the Mojave Desert. 5 miles long, 2 miles wide. This is where our rocket car, our Chevy Impala, hopefully will finally catch some air.
So, all that's left is to attach the rockets to the car and go for it, right? Well, actually, no. See, first, we have to nail down our safety. Then we have to measure out a length of desert highway. And then we have to check the RC system. And when we're happy with all that, then and only then do we attach the rockets to the car. Which means I better get back to work, huh?
There's a lot to do, but as always, it's safety first.
Now, once these rockets go off, this car is gonna turn into a 5,000-pound missile. And if it decides to go off course, we're gonna need protection. And that's where this comes in. This is a Hunter blast-resistant steel building. And it can withstand a 1,200-pound ampo blast 75 feet away. And it is 2 times more blast-resistant than a reinforced concrete building. I'm gonna feel really safe inside of there.
That's mission control sorted. But Adam and Jamie will ride in the belly of the beast.
How do you like the beast?
I'm speechless. I think we'll be safe in it.
That's everyone protected.
Yeehaw!
So next up is that highway to the danger zone.
So the myth is that our driver hit this bump on the side of the road and got airborne. Now, the side of the road, it's not a huge bump. It's just about a speed bump. So we're gonna make this little berm, this little bump, out of these 50-pound sandbags. Actually, a line of 50-pound sandbags about 50 feet long. Oh, crap, this one's leaky.
It's ironic. It's like we're getting ready for a flood in the desert.
For visibility, it's back to black for the berm. While Adam is fashioning the guideline.
Well, they told me I'd be working on the runway, so I put together something a little special. In fact, this is one of our white stripes. We're gonna lay them out for about 300 feet right down the center line, and these will be what we will use to aim the car towards ground zero. Perfect.
Nailed it.
Next, the route is lined with cones. And then there's one final and very important mark to make.
So we have decided to set off the rockets at 200 feet before the target. That'll give the rockets enough time to burn to get the car up to speed and make sure we hit our target. However, there is one problem.
The problem is that there's a 1-second delay between the time I push the button and the rockets ignite. And we want that to happen well before the berm. That's why I have this big black marker here. When I need to push the button. No pressure here.
No pressure. And with the fast lane set, Jamie's bumper to bumper on the car.
This may look like a heck of a bumper, but that's not actually what it's here for. It's here for its weight, because we need the car to fly like a rocket. And to do that, it's crucial that we have proper balance. In rockets, you need to have the center of gravity forward of the geometrical center. And so, since we've added a lot of weight in the back, because our rockets are actually quite heavy, we need to add a bunch of extra weight on the front of the car. And hopefully we'll bring that center of gravity forward enough to do the job.
Yep, and with the bumper on the front, the rockets are carefully loaded onto the back.
Does this look as dangerous as it feels?
But for safety, they won't be wired to ignite until launch.
Okay, that's it.
And speaking of ignition, time to check that Cobra firing system.
The rockets are in, but more importantly, the ignition system is in. Now, this is critical because this is where everything could go horribly wrong.
This is ignition test in 3, 2, 1. That's awesome!
It is awesome. The next check to make is the remote control. And for that, Grant's reinvented the steering wheel.
Everybody clear. They're going to be using these controls, which include gas, steering, brake, and of course, the kill switch. All this is going to put Jamie as close as he can be while still being safe to being in the driver's seat.
Yep, now to put them into the beast. And with the controls in situ,
I'm ready.
Adam and Jamie prepare for a range test.
Okay, I need you to step on the brake.
That is so cool.
Car going into drive. Okay, chocks away. Okay, Jamie, it's under your control.
The theory is that this system should have at least 1,500 feet of range, which is something Jamie quickly proves.
You're at 1,500 feet. That's fantastic. You still have control?
Yeah.
Excellent.
First test couldn't have gone better. I was able to steer perfectly, stop perfectly. I had good acceleration. Everything's working like a charm.
With the RC working well, the final check is the rockets.
For due diligence, we test fired one of the rockets out of the batch of rockets we're going to be using on the cars. And it was successful. The thing is that these rockets are basically a controlled explosion, and to get the most power per pound out of them, they push them right to the edge. And if they make a mistake and they push them a little too far, you've got a pipe bomb. Since we've done test fire and it was successful, we anticipate we should have a successful run on the cars.
Well, those could be famous last words. But with the equivalent force of a Jato wired for action,
This is gonna be awesome.
this little Impala is packing heat.
In plain talk, 10,000 pounds of thrust is 4,500 horsepower. That's a lot of go fast.
Serious heat. And with the rockets locked, loaded, and live, the countdown can begin.
All right, this is it. Here is how our test is gonna work.
Adam and I will be driving the rocket car from inside this thing right here, which we call the Beast. It's our mobile bunker.
Troy Grant and I will be here in the command center, monitoring the car, getting up to speed. When it hits its mark, I'll hit this button.
And then, 1 second later, the rockets will ignite, and that rocket car will go racing straight into the berm.
And if all of that works absolutely perfectly and this myth is true, we should find this car converted into nothing but a hunk of metal embedded in that mountain over there.
So at T-minus 40 seconds, it's chocks away.
Okay, the rockets are armed. We're on our way.
And then finally, it's all over to Adam.
All right.
All right, all systems are ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
I swear my heart's beating like 100 times a second. Here we go. Carrie, are you ready on the button?
Ready.
Tori, are all the cameras rolling?
We are ready here in the bunker.
All right, let's do this. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Rocket car, Jato, mission accomplished in 3, 2, 1. Break off. Here we go.
There she goes. Doing good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's hearts and mouths time.
25.
As Adam slowly accelerates the car up to 50 miles per hour.
You're drifting. Straighten it out.
Yep.
And back on the center line.
37. You're doing good.
Get ready, Carrie.
The Impala reaches the black flag.
You're gonna make it.
Over you go.
Wow! I saw sky! I saw sky just for a second. Woo!
They got airborne.
That was amazing!
Wow. That was insane. 1 second the car was there, and the next second it was gone.
On ignition, the Impala rocketed to 200 miles per hour, barreled over the berm, careened out of control, and twisted through the air, leaving in its wake the kind of debris you only get when you combine the MythBusters, rockets, and cars.
Wow. That thing is mangled. Holy cow.
That's a work of art.
Yep, this is what happens between a rocket and a hard place.
See it, but I don't believe it.
Oh my God, the front end is completely smashed.
That is cool looking.
Aw.
Wow. Did it even catch air?
I saw it clear about 20 feet or so. It was quite a ways after the berm, but who knows what it was doing. It was just going nuts.
But it was nothing like the myth.
No, it was far more out of control.
Far more out of control. And it didn't travel anywhere near the mythical mile.
Oh, rockets!
Look at that.
And then, oh, you know what? The wheel went under, it went sideways, it flipped end over end, and wow! That thing got tore up. Beautiful.
That might be my favorite high-speed shot I've ever seen.
That was gorgeous.
And I love that it lands on its base. Oh, and there goes the tire.
It's rocketed to #1 for Adam. And for Carrie, it was one heck of a nail-biter.
This is one of the most nerve-wracking experiences of my life. The car starts to move. It's kicking up dirt like crazy. It's moving faster and faster. It's getting close to the mark. My hand is shaking above the ignition button. I'm waiting. The car approaches the black marker. It crosses, I push the button, and then the longest second of my life begins. There's a lag time, but my heart doesn't know that. I stop breathing, the butterflies are puking in my stomach, and then whoosh, rockets ignite, the car screams towards the berm, goes over it, and then starts to veer to the left, and then end over end, engines, wheels, carnage. Great experiment.
A great experiment. And as the sun sets on the wreckage, it's time to close the case.
So do you guys want to call the myth?
I think we can definitively say that the rocket car myth, once and for all, totally busted.
Is this the part of the story where we get to replicate the results?
Let's do it.
Yes!
Yep, the show ain't over until the rocket car flies. Fitted with a heavy-duty rocket pocket and a remote control system, it's identical to Impala 1. But this time, it's racing red.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do differently. First of all, we're gonna give the Impala 6 rockets. That's 20% more power, and by our calculations, should get it airborne. But second, and most importantly, we're gonna give this car a little jump start on gravity.
So to see the Impala take flight this time around, they're using a custom-built launch pad.
This time we are getting that car airborne no matter what it takes, and we've decided what it takes is a ramp.
Can we get some help over here? Yeah! This is exactly how the Egyptians did it.
Moving in, moving in. Next on speed building. Will they get the roof done before the sun goes down?
Well, yes, and remember, this isn't just a ramp. It's our launching platform.
This ramp's job is to send that rocket car up in the air. In order to do that, it has to change its direction, which means it has to take all its forward momentum and alter it slightly, which means we have to spread a tremendous load right here at the front part of the ramp, which we've done with 5 inches thick of wood spreading that load. Hopefully that'll be enough.
Hopefully, because at 32 feet wide, 65 feet long, and 11 feet off the desert floor, That's one hell of a launch pad.
Well, there she blows. 1,100 feet of white line fever ending in what is undoubtedly the most beautiful ramp we have ever made on this show. And it's only ever going to get one set of tire tracks.
Only one set, courtesy of Big Red, which is ready and raring for a quick systems check.
Okay, Jamie, go ahead.
Brake is off. Nice acceleration, nice and smooth.
Yes! That was so straight. He's got it.
I'm stopping.
Woo!
Just add rockets. Good job.
The launch pad, the car, and its new pilot, the Heinemann, are good to go. So now to add that explosive payload, the rockets.
This time, we're using 6 rockets. That's 12,000 pounds of thrust.
Yep, this car is more armed and more dangerous, with a total thrust
Perfect.
of 5,400 horsepower.
Yeah,
Sorry about the wrestling, but
It's better to have a tight fit than a loose fit.
that's true.
That's what I always say.
And with the rockets locked and loaded, there's just one more thing to add.
Now, I'm sure there are those among you at home who are familiar with rocketry who are wondering to yourselves, why don't we make our jobs a little easier by pulling the engine and putting a nice long tail fin stabilizer on this? Well, you see, we think of that as cheating. That turns this into a car-shaped rocket. What we want is a rocket-powered car, and that's what this is.
And it's ready for launch. It'll hit the ramp at full tilt. But will that combo get the Impala to achieve liftoff? With only one car left, this is their last shot. And it's all down to the Heinemann.
Shields are engaged. It's all you, buddy.
The pressure is on because he must keep the car on track and hit the ramp dead center to bring one of the MythBusters' greatest ever test track trials to its ultimate conclusion.
Let's do it.
Once again, Grant starts the Impala.
Sounds great.
Seating to the bunker.
Arming.
Then the rockets are armed.
Take it away, you guys.
All set for the final countdown.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the final journey of the rocket car. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Brake is off. Car is moving.
Jamie slowly accelerates the Impala towards the ramp.
10, 11, 12, 13. You're right on center. You're looking great. 21, 22. You're slightly steering to the right of the black line. 31, 32. You're doing great. 37, 39, 40. You're doing fantastically.
All right, you guys are looking good. Center up. He's gonna hit it right in the middle.
There goes the rockets. Wow. I have no idea what happened. All I see is smoke.
Well, luckily, viewers, you've got the best seat in the house.
Wow, that was intense.
Our rocket car achieved liftoff.
Wow.
For 10 fleeting seconds, it pirouetted through the air.
Did you see that? It hit the ramp and just did a spin in the air. That was insane!
It's just a pity about the crash landings in between.
That's intense. Let's go check it out.
As the remains of the Impala are doused by the fire department,
Woo!
the MythBusters go in for a closer look.
Looks like the whole car's been pushed up inside its chassis.
Wow.
Oh, man.
This car seems to have met an angry giant.
Now that's what I call an ending. Woo!
Isn't that something?
You know, I'm becoming kind of fond of the steaming hulks that we are getting used to seeing after these things.
The Steaming Hulk. That's our MythBuster superhero.
Yeah.
The Steaming Hulk.
So I guess no jet-powered car on the way home, huh?
No, I think this is a total loss.
It's a total loss for the car, but an epic win for the Mythbusters.
Well, that was about as neat a run as you could hope for. Once Grant had started the car, gave us control, and everyone was in their bunker, Jamie started the car. He started off at a nice low speed, gave it a little bit of gas, stayed really dead on center. At the moment it crossed Carrie's button line, I couldn't see a thing. I'm looking straight out the windshield, and all I saw was smoke. For all I knew, the whole thing blew up right there on the stand.
What happened?
And then the smoke starts to clear, and as the smoke's clearing, I can see that Jamie has perfectly hit the ramp. I mean, totally straight, but with a tremendous amount of force. The ramp seems torn up. After that, all we could see behind the ramp is just a smoking hulk. We approached it with our shields on and waited for the fire department to put it out. The amount of destruction on that is truly shocking. There's nothing car-like about it anymore.
Look at this ramp! Oh my gosh! Look at this! Not even through the dust cloud. Jamie nailed it straight up the center. He tore up the ramp and the rockets blew the carnage backwards. Beautiful.
All right, so when you think about man-made things that are intended to fly, like an airplane, a missile, an arrow, they all have something in common. They're not shaped like a car. Even with the benefit of incredible thrust, perfect weight distribution, a ramp to give it an ideal initial trajectory, we couldn't make this car fly more than 600 feet. The myth of the rocket car, it's busted.
I guess we're still a ways away from those flying cars everybody wants.
Yep, this myth, just like the car, is totally and utterly busted.
Well, I think our work here is done.
I think so.
While our jet-propelled Eagle landed prematurely,
Wow!
the Cadillac couldn't achieve liftoff. But those viral firemen inspired a launch for the ages. Right here at the test track.